safe lane a bit, but they're going to need like some kind of support carry duo that can really fight the Darks here.
Empire is a team perhaps also going for Oracle, perhaps, or is that something that we're going to see banned out?
No.
Oracle's kind of rubbish tier.
It's only good in the laning stage, really, and then you see the problem as the...
He does nothing in a team fight.
Actually,
the
you know what?
really hard for him
you know
to
what
get stuff
Team
done.
Secret used to pick up against the Darkseer, and which PPD actually also the hero that he likes is Crystal Maiden. I do realize now that I mean that for the wrong team. It's late, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, for Empire.
Yeah,
well, like I think Witch Doctor Lion has actually been picked very little this tournament, but I'm surprised that we just haven't seen more Lion, considering so many of these drops I see. I'm like, man, they're just slightly missing burst damage. There's all these tanky cores. Where's that Lion with an Impale Finger of Death to help start a fight off with a kill?
Is Lion good against Darkseer in the lane?
It's okay. It's not the best, not the worst.
Yep.
Depends on your carry a bit.
So we called the Darkseer Spirit. I wonder what they were thinking so long about. Like, I was trying to go through my head, like,
what other options?
What other options? Yeah. Maybe they wanted to get Puck for Sumail in the mid lane or something along those lines because they don't want to have, you know, this Bounty Hunter plus this Furion, you know, constantly rotating on your mid hero here for Sumail. But
yeah, they used up half their reserve time there, so.
They had to have been thinking about something else, and the only thing that came to mind was picking up Sumail's mid heroes, because I think it's going to get banned out now for Team Empire. And
no, it's the Lifestealer ban because
it was picked earlier.
The third game that or second game rather that Evil Geniuses played against Elite Wolves, they had the exact same opening, and then they went for Lifestealer core as well as a Bane support and an Ember mid. And it worked out real well. Obviously, they won. Yeah.
Curtis mostly play Lifestealer and Sven, perhaps. This is
Sven. I was going to ask you, would you rather ban Sven right now, or would you rather ban Puck, or what are you more afraid of right now?
I'm trying to think, like, how big a deal is the Puck?
Yes, exactly. I was thinking
because there's so many other options. You've got Wind Ranger,
and
Quap. So by banning Puck, it's not like you're banning out Sumail's hero pool, because there's plenty of mid laners left still.
So yeah, I would agree. I was going to say Sven too, and you just make AUI play something different, and different might be even like an Ember. I don't even know if AUI plays Ember.
They had a Sumail Ember, wasn't
yeah, they have Ember mid normally, but I wonder if AUI could go to the mid lane if they wanted to maybe run Ember safe lane.
I doubt they'd want to.
No, I know.
I don't think they would send AUI mid. Like, to me, it's like you're just trying to. This is a new patch. You're trying to figure out how your lamp's going to work. I feel like they're going to stick to set roles.
Yeah, I know they're going to stick to set roles, but when they had RTZ, sometimes they would change it up. I was just spitballing.
I mean, we saw Sumail go like off lane some games with like Bat Rider and all kinds of like Slardars.
Timber.
Can you explain the Alchemist ban? The only times we've seen Alchemist this tournament was against the Lich.
Scandal has had a couple really good games on Alchemist. I think he's had 2 wins on Alchemist this tournament.
Alchemist is just one of those heroes that it's very hard to shut him down when he gets that armlet.
We talked about how Empire's likely just to try and play fast pace and not try and outgreed EG, but if you want to outgreed them, Alchemist is a good way to do it, and then you guarantee that you're farming faster than EG.
I mean, so far with the first 2 heroes of Empire, that looks like they want to outgreed EG, right?
They're both economic heroes, but they're heroes that can play very fast tempo.
Yeah, very fast tempo.
So you get kills, and then you get a bit of farm, and then you get the gold to back it up. So you can't just win the farm battle by playing passively. They win the economic game by playing aggressive with these heroes.
And
Wind Ranger is the last ban.
We talked about Scandal being on heroes that can break base, and Wind Ranger has been. Yeah, he's not as good. I feel like he's better on Puck than Wind Ranger, but Wind Ranger for Team Empire is just like a better fit.
Yay, Lion for gods.
I miss this guy.
Well played. Good call.
It can get punished heavily, though, with the Darkseer Earth Spirit, so they're going to need to have...
It's going to be a dual lane, so that's...
That's like any support. Like, what support doesn't get punished by that?
No, but Lion is...
I feel like Witch Doctor always runs away somehow.
Lion is one of the squishiest hero. I believe he is actually the squishiest hero in Dota 2.
It depends on what metric.
If you use both armor and HP, he comes a little bit lower out of the pool compared to Crystal Maiden, I believe.
Okay. Well,
this was a few patches ago, and I don't know any of the I think this was like a year ago or a year.
By EHP.
Yeah, basically.
We'll see what EG look to do. I mean, for fear on the Earth Spirit, it's just roam around, cause problems.
So why they picked Lion right now is probably because they're like, okay, Sumail's probably wanting to pick Ember, but when you have this threat of the Lion potentially rotating around the map, getting solo kills on him, and they might be dissuaded from it now, but I still think Ember is still good for EG.
They also want to hide their mid. Like it feels like this game of like cat and mouse where it's like, you pick your mid first, and then EG's like, no, we're going to pick out support. You pick your mid now.
Yeah.
Neither team wants to reveal their cores, because like you look at these two drafts, you don't really, like we talk about EG playing greedy, but you don't have to play greedy with this draft of theirs. You can go into something more fast-paced. Not that I think they will, because it's EG, but both teams hiding both their mid and their carry for the last 2 picks.
Well,
Scandal Magnus.
done hiding. This means you're going to look for a melee core on the side of Empire.
Or Dusa.
Or
Yeah, they've done the Dusa with this. I think Dusa is perhaps the best ban for EG.
I'm thinking Juggernaut.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Anti-Mage isn't even bad for Empire.
Oh, Anti-Major is Darkseer. Hell yeah.
And
Ramses, I mean, Ramses can play anything, as we've discovered today.
Yes,
He's not like
exactly.
carry, Bat Rider, Beastmaster, no problem.
He can do it all.
No,
Oh, okay,
So there you
wrong
go.
team, other
I
team.
was gonna ask you if they're gonna pick that.
We saw
It's
AY
like
Anti-Mage.
He's just picking Anti-Mage the last 3, or it feels like last 3-4 games.
Yeah.
Every single time. So
It's battle Anti-Mage.
denied
I
that
kind of
pick.
like it. It fits. You get the Vanguard. You can join fights very early on.
And where's
Is
the damage output from Empire, the physical damage output to be specific, because AM with a Vanguard and just 1 point in your spell shield, very hard to kill and bring down. So Empire do need, okay, Medusa pick no longer needs to be banned.
I think you should go, in all honesty, Naga maybe. I'm not
For
even.
Empire?
Yeah,
It's either
maybe.
Naga or Jug. The
Because-
Jug that Shiva mentioned.
Because then I think Naga can outrat the Anti-Mage, and then you're going to constantly be pushing out the lanes with Naga plus Furion, and I think they'll be able to win in the later game
You
stages.
either go for the outrat or you go for the we're going to fight you and force
Force the
engagement.
towers, exactly,
'Cause you've got
Juggernaut. That's
plenty
why I
of
like
cats.
that.
Yeah, you've got
That's
Lion,
why they banned it.
Lion Magnus. So like you've got 2 heroes that can blink catch the AM, and then Jug, Omni Slash, right clicks, easily enough physical damage there.
So Jugger removed.
So what's the other option? Because, yeah, we knew that the Juggernaut was most standard there for
Physical
all those
damage
reasons.
carry to beat an AM with Slaughter, but that's again doesn't help
Is a
break
Slark
buildings.
an option here? Or is that not?
It's okay.
Slark's not the best anymore because the Abyssal buildup is really terrible, especially when you're going against an Anti-Mage.
You need more, like the new Abyssal gives less physical damage, so it's actually quite a bad matchup against the AM now.
You,
It's
I mean,
still
you
a
also
possible
you
pick.
always got the Gyrocopter, but
Yeah.
So
Against Invoker, you need a BKB carry really at this stage too.
I think this is a Quaswex Invoker. Could be Exort, but it doesn't really fit their lineup. I guess
I mean, you go Quas
it
Wex,
doesn't
you have
matter.
terrible damage output though. Like your
But-
mid game is just like, let's sit back and farm. It's great for staying alive, and again, EG just want to stay alive, farm, and go late game. So Empire have some thinking to do.
they definitely do.
What if you
They
go
have got
tiny?
still a
What
lot
if
of
you
time
go
left.
tiny
so-
for Empire right now? But then you could be punished early on with the Darkseer ES. But otherwise, I'm not.
You're never
seeing-
gonna have mana for any of your combos. The moment that Anti-Mage jumps you, you're done.
No.
The other thing to consider is you're against a Darkseer Earth Spirit lane, so you need a hero that actually is pretty strong
Well,
in
that's
lane.
what I just said. You have to figure out something that can, siege, like we're talking about,
Siege,
sieging the towers.
good
and
against
that's
AM,
tiny.
doesn't get wrecked by Darkseer lane. Like there's a lot of criteria for this last pick.
I
Ember?
guess it's Clinks. No, it's,
Clinks is actually not bad. I don't mind the Clinks pick.
doesn't.
I mean, you got the Orchid that you want to have against Anti-Mage. You actually, and her, Bloom Bloodthorn, yeah. Nice.
I don't know if you want to go. Orchid on Clinks is like one of those weird items. It sounds amazing on
But
paper, but
It's good against AM, and you build it in, because now with the changes, you build it into a Bloodthorn.
your damage
I-
output with
you
Deso
still
is
wanna
like
go
twice as
Desi,
much.
yeah.
And then by the time you get Deso and then Orchid, AM has Manta
Okay,
style.
it's
So
too
it's,
late.
the Orchid timing is just really awkward. I think if anything, you go like Deso, BKB, and then
Orchid
get
would
Hex
be
later.
for Furion.
Ooh.
Okay.
They're gonna do Ramses Nature's Prophet. Yeah. So this is the Let's Play Afterlife in the carry role from the offlane strategy. And
Yeah.
Chronosphere against AM, he'll build physical damage. We've seen him go this Manta, Diffusal, Butterfly type build. I think that's what this game calls for Empire to stand a chance.
Yeah, I think the last 3 drafts are for Empire. They just last pick Void, and we just don't even say it at all. And I guess we're not believers of something of it. We just wanted maybe more, but it can work out this game, as God's talked
Yeah.
about. You can catch out the Anti-Mage a lot, but it's going to be very hard when he builds Vanguard first to
Yeah.
see how they're going to, apply enough burst damage.
Who do you favor?
I don't think they're going to be able to burst down the Anti-Mage now.
So you're
But-
saying AG?
No, wait.
Oh?
I'm going Empire. I believe in the afterlife.
I actually believe in the void of, like,
Okay.
they've made me believe
You can both
Empire.
say Empire. That's okay.
No, because this is a tough one. This is like a 50-50 for me right
Okay.
now. But I think Empire's tempo is going to be too good, and I think that,
So you're thinking
Afterlife's-
Empire will win?
Yep.
Yes.
That wasn't
Plus
too
one.
hard, was it?
Who do you think's going to win, Sheeter?
The best team. It is over to our commentators for the first game here of EG versus Team Empire. It will be with Odie Pixel and PyCat.
On one of the tabs.
This one?
Maybe. Oh, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final series of the day. We've got Team Empire up against the side of Evil Genius. I am Odie Pixel, and I will be joined, of course, by PyCat. And we're ready to get ourselves into the game. So let's get ourselves into the game. Make sure we don't miss any of this action, as this is indeed going to be an exciting best of 3. The drafts are out, the players are in. And, well, PyCat, what are your first thoughts here looking at these two lineups?
Well, we see EG doing something we've seen before from them. Kind of the same there. We saw earlier today, we saw the Darkseer and the Earth Spirit going up actually against a similar lineup to some extent. We did see the Bounty Hunter. I think that there was a Furin in that game as well, Nature's Prophet. And also we see them once again with the AUI, Anti-Mage, Bolbon, the Darkseer there. So EG going with something, I think this seems quite comfortable for them. And I'm curious to see if Sumail is actually going to go for the Quaswex Invoker or if it's going to be an Exort. We haven't really seen an Exort Invoker this patch. Empire going once again. We've seen now Ramses on the Nature's Prophet statement a couple times, and there's going to be a fight here.
Absolutely rolling in onto Meposhko, looking for the first, but they'll get it. PPD taking down the man, and in return they'll lose Fit. It's going to be a 1-for-1. We'll see if it accelerates into anything else. Sumail does grab himself the bounty rune. Afterlife will get himself the top one on the void. They'll catch the stun here onto Sumail. They might have a chance of getting off this invoker. You see Scandal trying to get himself wrapped around, and one more right click could do it. The shockwave comes out, he'll get it. Scandal picking himself up a double kill. The question is, can he get himself out of there? There's still PPD and Fear hanging around. In fact, with this stun, King Art might have just set him another kill for the side, and he has a third one for Empire. Eyes onto Fear. Can they try and make it a forfeit? Not quite. They're going to back themselves up and making sure not to give anything back in return. Bulba. He's got the Iron Shell. Ow, Ramses, this is a slow and painful way to die. Is there any way that he can live through this? I don't. He has got boots. At the same time,
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he's fine. You're right, he is. The boots okay.
Alright, so off to a great start there by Empire. Actually, Afterlife managed to take the top rune against the Anti-Mage, so just managing to click faster there than AOI or having better position. Scandal, he's gonna have his bottle flying out. It was actually a bit unfortunate because the courier was moving towards the bottom lane, so the bottle is a bit later than it could have been, but Scandal still now has his bottle, so obviously a very good start for Empire here.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the lanes that both teams have ended up with, is there anyone that you feel is going to be having the edge in the laning stage and going to be feeling a little bit more comfortable with the matchups that they've got?
I think that Bulba should have a pretty decent time here on the bottom lane. There's not really much that Empire can do to clear these Iron Shell creeps, and he's actually going to pull through this wave and just try to tank up the next one, I guess, pull it into the tower. But this will give up some experience for Empire, actually, if they clear this neutral cramp and also the creeps. So I don't know if this is the right choice necessarily, because he can actually push the lane, but we'll see how it plays out.
Top lane with Poshka in trouble. They have got a sentry if they need it, and they'll just take it down without it. It's going to be a second pick off here for EG, bringing it to 3 for 2 on the board already this game. Going to show us a lot of aggression from both sides. And I mean, this bounty hunter's got to be careful. Poshka, he's going to TP into the mid lane, see if he can manage to harass Sumail. Sumail fairly low. Sumail's actually going in greedily for the kill onto Scannel. Scannel will skewer away, and Poshka is going to come in with the touches. He's got an Orb of Venom as well. Poshka, can he do this? He's going to probably need two more on top of this. Oh, the shockwave from Scandal will do it though instead. And I mean, that is a Magnus. 2 minutes, 20 seconds in, 3 kills under his belt. And also going to find himself an Arcane Rune as well. So Scandal, a flying star here in the mid lane. And PPD trying to go for the deny, but not quite there in time.
Yeah, very nice play there by Poshka, just instantly TPing mid, recognizing that the Invoker is actually putting some damage onto the Magnus and seeing the potential for a kill there. And Scandal getting his bottle right from the curve, managing to bottle up so he has mana for 1 shockwave, which was enough to get Sumail. And Sumail is actually opting to go for the Quaswex Invoker, and I think this is the right choice in this game. It's gonna synergize very well together with the Anti-Mage. Also good up against many of these Empire heroes who don't have that large mana pools, so the EMP might do a lot of work, and then you combo that together with Anti-Mage with his Mana Void.
And look at this, Scandal. He just skewers in. He's laid down the shockwave. Hoshka still trying to chip away at Sumail. There'll be the TP in from Ramsey. He's looking to finish this one off. And again, the shockwave's on point. Scandal finding himself a fourth. The Stone will connect. Can he get himself out? Maposhka's going to be there to slow him down. Scandal, he's still got this Arcane Ring. He bottles himself up, throws the shockwave back in onto Fear. Ramses, it looks like he may be the one to pay with his life. He did come in to help out, but Bulba cleans him out with the Iron Shell. But still, I think the thing for Empire is the fact that this Magnus, a 4th kill under his belt, is just going from strength to strength here in the mid lane for this man.
Yeah, of course, Scandal is having a really nice time, but I don't know how much that matters, actually. Ramsey staying around there a bit too long and actually giving up that kill to Bulba. He was quite high level on that Nature's Prophet with Face Boots already, so Bulba now closing in on his level 5. They gave him a lot of XP just now. And Sumail is one of those players who's usually just going to catch up. He has his blade attack, so he's going towards that Face Boots.
You can see, looking at the top lane as well, Afterlife on his Faceless Void, he's finding the CS 13-0. Not a lot that EG can do to try and keep him out of the lane. And Watch is coming as well. We'll find the D ward, Owie, coming in to trade the
Scandal
hits.
with the runes. The haste rune now up on him.
And we'll see if he can perform some kind of play with that one. He's also just one level away from the 6.
And we see on top lane actually, the Afterlife is having quite a good time. He
Yeah,
did end up getting that Mana Rune, but yeah, up to 14 CS. Of course, AUI got that 1 kill, so he has to ring up health. And once again, AUI with this now, I guess, standard build with the Orb of Venom.
Bulba. They find themselves another hit. Empire came in to try and disrupt this pool, but the Hex was out from King Art, and enough lockdown and control to remove Bulba from the game. I mean, 6 for 3 at the moment. EG, I mean, how worried are you? Are you still fine with the way this is going because Owie is getting he's getting a decent amount of farm up on the top?
Yeah, for now, I still think it's kind of fine. They can still recover this for sure. So AUI going with his standard build now with the Orb of Venom. Going in, I assume, is going to be Vanguard yet again. They have found Miposhka here.
Indeed.
He's tossed it up, but it is about to expire.
Let's see if they can play him here. He's a little low on the mana though. Isn't going to get a chance to get off another invis, and the Tornado, wow. Somehow says thanks for that one. Rotates in, picks himself up a kill. Nice bit of favourable action there for the man who's already struggling.
Yeah,
in the mid lane.
Some much needed gold actually for Sumail here, and he's gonna have his Face Boots after this now. You can see he's only actually 500 gold away in net worth from the Magnus, and he's 1-3, and this is a 4-0 Magnus.
And talking about the Magnus, no messing around. RP skewer back onto Sumail, but Sumail's trying to turn it around to Scandal, but with the rotation from Ramses TPing in, Empire will secure themselves that extra kill in the mid lane, and Scandal in a situation where it looked like maybe the Invoker was able to turn it around. His team was there to back him up, and he continues to feel very, very safe in this mid lane, and also the timing's working out as well as he heads up top to grab himself that 6-minute rune.
Yeah, he's just having a great game.
Yeah.
Everything is being served to him on a platter, basically, at this point. You see Bulba up to level 5. He has picked up a Quelling Blade against the Nature's Prophet. This is a good choice. I mean, we've seen how the Sprout can interact at times if you don't have those Tangos or Quelling Blade or a way to get out of it.
Top lane, PPD, just getting the vision down because see, I mean, they've got 3 observer wards dedicated to this top half of the map. It's just the one that's timed out, but still nonetheless just making sure that Owie is super safe here on the anti-mage, and that it's going to be very, very hard for Empire to even think about rotating up to disrupt the AM. And talking of rotations, EG going to go for one of their own. PPD and Fear smoking up and making a beeline for the bottom lane.
Yeah, and there's a scan actually coming out here from I think that was Team Empire scan, yeah, on the bottom lane on the tier 1 tower.
Seeing if it's safe to try and go for Boulder, and they are going to go for him. They are going to get him. The question is, are they going to be able to jump back in? EG, and they will. Fear rolls forward, gets the stun onto King R. The Maledict down as well. This lion's going to pop. They get the lion in return. Still a trade favourable for the side of Empire. Scandal's actually come down as well. 20 seconds though before the RP's out. He's going to skewer forward, look to catch out Fear. The heal from PPD, is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Scandal now on a mega kill streak. As this rotation, it was the first time he's had to leave the lane, but he's finding himself a 5th kill. And that, of course, will cement that into a very, very favourable bit of play there for Empire, taking the 2-1 trade.
Yeah, so Scandal is at 7 minutes, he has Arcane Boots, he has a 1 bottle, and 1000 gold at level 7, almost 8 at his Magnus. He's gonna have a really big impact this game with this Magnus. The one thing, though, that I fear for them is that once now, AUI he actually goes for this Vanguard, he's gonna go for the treads, he's gonna be really tanky, and he likes this build. And there's gonna be a time where I feel like are they going to have enough damage to actually be able to kill this anti-mage? And if they don't, if they invest their spells into him...
Oh, look at this bottom. PPD is going to get taken down. I mean, Scandal, everywhere he goes, there seems to be death.
Yeah, but if they invest to killing this anti-mage, they might end up spending all their mana, and then you can just turn it around with the anti-mage, with the mana void. And kind of just capitalize on that, so...
I mean, when we saw Lion, he did smoke up, he was looking to use this finger, hitting 6. But as you said, if that burst doesn't initially kill him, anti-mage is just going to turn around and hit you back with an even heavier AoE nuke.
Yeah, and Scandal being really lucky here this game with the runes.
Yeah.
Double haste rune, arcane rune when he needs it. Things are just going his way.
Now EG, well, to want to put a stop to this one. PPD and Fear coming in with bo3 as well behind the tier 2. We'll see what the plan of action is going to be at this point. Looks like they're not going to group up as of yet, just going to get a bit of vision down around the area. Scandal continue to get lots of space in this mid lane. And of course, at the same time, considering the rotations and the movement Scandal has made, that's allowed Sumail to catch up in terms of last hits. Pretty much neck and neck there between the two of them now.
I'm curious, what is Afterlife going to go for? What build is he going for? Is this going to be a Vanguard? He has a Ring of Health, so I can only assume this is going to be... Is this going to be the Vaga build with the Vanguard?
I mean,
or could it be a Hood?
I was wondering if it was going to be... Yeah, the Hood. I mean, the new prize.
But
pretty good against the
like
lineup.
it was. Yeah, it could be, but I feel like if you go Hood on this Faceless Void, who is going to deal the physical damage, you know? I really feel like they need to get some... And Hood also, it doesn't scale so well into getting damage, and I'm really curious about what Afterlife is actually going to pick up here.
I mean, it isn't going to be the old school classic Battle Fury Faceless Void, is it?
Oh wow.
Battle Fury
that
plus
long ago.
Empower.
Yeah, Battle Fury Mask of Madness. Was back in the
he's
day.
got the cosmetic. You know.
He does, that is true. But I would be surprised because they already have the Magnus, so they have that Empower. Scandal once again finding an Arcane Rune. What is up with this guy in the runes?
Bottom lane, finger's been dropped onto PPD. Ramses is going to TP in, looking to finish off the Witch Doctor, and he will get it. Another kill for Empire. RP from the man Scandal onto Sumail, but Sumail, he should be able to have a good chance of trying to find this. No, the Shockwave burst. Scandal's going to live, he balls up again, and they'll be able to find Sumail here. Scandal surviving again somehow on 50 HP. Meanwhile, of course, Ramses is able to pick off the Earth Spirit as well with the help of King Art on this bottom lane. And it's 13 for 5 now. This Scandal Magnus, I mean, he can't believe this game so far. 10.5 minutes in, he's 5-0-3, and only a few hundred gold short of a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, and he's not the only one who's having a really great game. We see Ramses, he has face drums, he's sitting at 2.2k gold with a wand as well, level 9. He's topping the net worth chart. He's 1200 gold ahead of the anti-mage at this point, and he's going to be rushing this Orchid. And I really like this choice up against this anti-mage.
Yeah.
You're going to be able, you know that AOI, he is going to go for that Battle Fury, or at least he has done in the past. So there's going to be quite some time where he has that Orchids up against the anti-mage and he can't dispel it with the Manta style, so I think good choice here from Ramses. And this is also going to give them some more physical damage.
Because these next fights with Poshke, he has 6. That extra track gold, so EG, they can't afford to let any more of the trades go this way. But as we've been saying, the plus for them, they do just have this free farming anti-mage Aoi. He's not received any kind of aggression yet from Empire. They've not really focused their efforts towards him. They've been happy with the action they've found elsewhere on the map. Scandal, yeah, 40 gold away from that Blink Dagger. So we're going to see the Blink Magnus come into play, ready for the next team fight. The question is, where do they go? I mean, you've got the Blink on Magnus. Do you at this point try and go up, you know, with the Lion? I guess Finger's on a cooldown for a minute, that's the problem. Do you need to use this RP to catch out the anti-mage, or you just continue to kill the rest of EG?
I think you can just continue to kill the rest of the EG. They know that this anti-mage has chose to go for this Vanguard, so he's not farming that fast. So killing the other heroes for now, I think is fine for them.
Scandal, here we go, powering up and moving forward. EG actually rolling down at the tower. They've got the cast onto King Art, dropping the Death Order as well. King Art trying to walk it off, gets the Hex down onto PPD, but he'll still go down to the Magnetize. Scandal still holding on with this one on the sidelines, in behind the tier 1. Aui's coming with the rotation, will take down Ramses on the Nature's Prophet, and that's a big kill as well. As you were saying earlier, Ramses was having a great start. He was on a pretty good streak as well. Yeah, it was 5-1-6, so they shut him down, and Scandal just not able to find an opening there to jump in and commit with the RP.
Yeah, this is a huge gold swing. It's 1.6k almost in favor of... well, if you take into account the gold that they lost, it's 2k gold in favor of EG. So the gold is going to be swinging their way now quite a bit. It was a 5k lead about, and it's going to go down now a lot.
And I mean, of course, it is this build indeed for Afterlife, the Vanguard. I mean, He's not gonna. Is he gonna go the Vanguard straight into Radiance? Is that still a thing even at competitive level?
It is the Vagamama build.
It is indeed.
I'm not sure. I think that I heard. Was it him who earlier against
Someone
Navi
did it
today?
before,
I wasn't here for the first series of the day, so I missed it. But I think there was a Void who went Vanguard into, was it Desolator? No, Diffusal and Mental Star. Was that him?
Yes, there was a Diffusal.
So there's the
Mental Star,
potential
yeah.
of going that, or
Yeah.
it could be the Radiance. I would actually prefer the
Diffusal Manta.
Yeah, Diffusal Manta, I think, this
Yeah.
game.
Not sure if that's going to be the case bottom lane. Meposhka has been dusted up, but they actually don't have the vision as he's hiding behind this tree. Meposhka, don't move, son. He's going to come looking for him and he's spotting him out. They're hot in the case. The dust is about to wear out. Can they kill him before it goes? No, they can't. The kick's going to be on point, though, and with the urn taking him down, they're actually going to get him. Magnetize as well. So even though the dust expires, they'll commit and they'll find the kill onto Meposhka. So Light's still up top. So getting the pressure through. PPD is there to try and ward him off, but King R around the corner. PPD's got to be careful. The ping's coming out. King R wants to go back in. He's got his eyes on PPD. Fingers there as well. Light's just cutting off the creep wave. PPD may need a little bit of help. Looks like he's going to be fine for the time being, just staying on the edge of vision in the tree line.
Yeah, and he did this game picking up 2 urns, both the Invoker and the Earth Spirit. I guess some miscommunication, unless this is intentional, which seems kind of off. Empire sieging the tier 2 top tower right now. The faces Void, 1500 gold in the bank. AUI, yeah, opting to go for that Battle Fury before the Mental Style. So Ramses, he is quite close to his Orchids now. Only about 900 gold away. 1,000.
I mean, as you said, and then it's just going to be a case of whether he can find those ganks onto the anti-mage. I guess it's quite nice because they've got that bounty hunter to set it up. If he can find that AM in the jungle, they should be able to get themselves in position to join the fight. Magnus, Scandal, he's got 1,200 gold now on top of the Blink Dagger. He's yet to be able to really achieve anything with the Blink, though. Not really seeing any opportunities for him to find that big team fight with the Blink RP, as EG has started to play a much more careful game at this point.
Yeah, and we see Sumail, he is opting to go for this Hand of Midas here on the Invoker. And this is I think this is a must at this point. This game is going to go later. If EG are going to take this game, it's going to go late. So he recognizes this.
Yeah, top King R revealing himself coming out into the lane. He'll get the stun onto Owie. He has got backup as well. There's your RP. It's only going to control the anti-mage. Afterlife's got the Chronosphere to follow through. Have they got the damage to deal with this man? And yes, they have, with the finger to finish off. And that's a big one there for Empire. They've been able to deal with the anti-mage. It does cost them a fair few ults, but it does get the job done at the end of the day.
Yeah, 3 ultimates, but perfect Chronosphere there from the Faceless Void. He Chronosphered so that the Magnus was still able to attack inside the Chronosphere, and is a melee hero. So nice positioning there on the Chronosphere from Afterlife.
Worth mentioning as well, of course, he did at the same time did get a good kill onto the Nature's Prophet. Ramses was taken down at the bottom lane. They dropped the wall from Bulba, and also just Fear coming in with a Magnetize. More than enough to control him, so 1-for-1 trade there across the map. Empire looking to try and take some objectives off the back of it, so they pressure onto this tier 2. EG coming in with a smoke, PPD and Sumail. PPD does have the Death Ward available, and yeah, the side of Empire, they're not hanging around for this one. Already backing off. They do have that deep observer ward here. They spotted out the smoke, they spotted out the movement. Mid lane though, Fear's going to be the one going in onto Meposhka. King R setting up the Hex, the stun as well. Owie still greedily moving forward here. One of the TP's actually going to get cancelled onto this tier 1 defense. And Sumail and PPD are still smoked up.
Yeah, PPD going in here, placing one of the wards at the Ancients for Empire, so that they can't stack this. They do have the Magnus' power, so farming that with the Faceless Void, for example, is kind of easy and some quick gold for them.
And they get the tier 1. At the same time though, Afterlife, he's going to be able to finish off the tier 2 on his top on his own. So 2-for-1 trade. And Magnus, Scandal with that extra bit of tower gold. He's going to have the 4-staff done as well there. Level 11 as well.
And this Faceless Void is farming so fast.
Yep.
He has this Empower. Oh, he's going for the Yasha, so this is probably going to be that Manta style into, I guess, Diffusal. I'm not sure about this yet, but we will see.
Yeah, that was the build the other day.
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, I guess just getting the Manta, of course, against the Earth Spirit. With his silence is going to be really nice for Afterlife. It's already very
and it's
hard
a lot
to
of damage.
control him.
It's a lot of damage as well.
Yeah.
Just it's good all around. In case Sumail does opt to go for an Orchids later on, it's good. AUI He is closing in on his Battle Fury. He's about 800 gold away or so.
Let's see if Empire do try and find another global gank onto him here. We can see top lane setting up. They want to try and find Samel. Ramsey's coming in. Samel's already out of there. Afterlife's got the Chronosphere back up.
Yeah, the teleport just a bit off the mark. We see this Radiant Ward spotting out there Samel, and now the Nation's Prophet ult just went through, and Samel is immediately pinging it out.
Oh, Scandal! Bottom jumps in, RP onto 2. King R with the Earth Spike to follow through. The Shuriken bounces between them as they're both tracked up, and Fear and Owie going to get punished very heavily there. Great play from Empire, great jump in from Scandal. And RP's like that double track kill as well. That's going to be a big swing for Empire. We see that straight away. King R hits the shops and he picks up a Blink Dagger on this line.
Yeah, I feel like the execution from Empire that was there in the Philippines, it seems like it's back. Yeah. They have found what they want to do in this new patch. This Nature's Prophet safe lane is really working out for them. This Lion, he has his Blink Dagger now. We see Scandal with the 4-staff Blink Dagger. He is 6-0-5, he's part of a lot of these kills. Ramses, he's getting the farm that he needs. Obviously the Empower helping him quite a bit, and also same with Afterlife. Empire just, they're doing what they want this game.
And they're certainly continuing to get the gold here, as Afterlife will be able to finish off this tier 1 in the middle. EG not in a position to try and fight against them.
We do see though, EG have some really good wards up.
Yeah.
They have, it's surprising how many wards are actually out on the map, considering how little gold they have and how such a low amount of kills. PvD always focusing on keeping that vision out.
I mean, at this point, if you are the side of EG, are you looking to try and just slow the tempo of this game down and continue to find the farm on your course and take this late, or is that, I mean, or you're looking to be more proactive? Do you need to look to shut down some of these high priority kills on Empire at this point?
What I would like to see from EG right now is I want to see them smoke up behind the Anti-Mage.
Oh, they might not have a chance to do anything for the time being, because Afterlife with the haste coming in with the bashes takes down the Witch Doctor. Fear going for the TP, but Afterlife he's not messing. Drops down the Chrono, looks to lock down the Earth Spirit. Owie has been silenced up, hexed up as well. They'll look to take down the Anti-Mage, and they'll find themselves a third. Empire again just catching EG out time and time again, and it's looking really good here for the CIS side.
Yeah, certainly. Their execution is right now it's really crisp. The Faceless Void catching out the Earth Spirit, and then Fury Nature's Prophet catching out that Anti-Mage in the jungle. They're just getting all the kills that they need. But yeah, as I was saying, I would like EG to actually just smoke up behind this Anti-Mage with the Invoker, with the Witch Doctor and the Earth Spirit, Darkseer. Just bait him on one of the lanes. Have Empire come in, try to get the Anti-Mage, turn it around with Tornado EMP into, you know, Vacuum, Wall, Earth Spirit, and hopefully a good Mana Void at the end. Because they really need one of these fights where they get multiple kills through their combo.
I mean, and this is the thing as well, you're talking about the combo with Scandal. He has nearly got a BKB, so suddenly if he's jumping in, I mean, EG, very minimal amounts that they could do against that, especially with the amount of farm that Owie's got, because he's still not got that Battle Fury done. So the physical damage is not going to be online anytime soon, really, to deal with someone as tanky as the Magnus jumping in with a full BKB.
Yeah, and there's not really anything that he can do for a really long time. Up until the point where he actually gets Manta style, he's still going to be very scared in these fights. And for the first time, I think, since I've seen AUI play Anti-Mage, he has gone for the full magic shield. Spell shield. He's usually going just 1 point in it, but recognizing that the Lion and the Magnus's damage, as well as the Orchids and Nature's Prophet ult, are dealing enough magical damage, so he is warranting him to actually go for more points in that spell shield, and I like this. I think this is the right choice, especially in this game.
Yeah. I mean, already we've seen him died 3 times. I think, yeah, without those points, it could have been a couple more. Afterlife, he's got the Chronosphere back up. He's onto Sameo. We can see Ramses coming through as well. They're not messing. Straight down with the Chrono. Ramses starting to chip away from the sidelines with the finger to follow through. That's Sameo down. Afterlife going forward. The skewer. The RP just dropped onto Bulba. He fear will roll in, but Bulba's already gone. They've lost 2. The stun from the line catching 2 out, and there's your skewer. Bringing PPD back into Owie, and PPD's gone. Owie, the only one left standing next to Fear. And we'll see if they can do anything in return as Ramses TPing out. He's going to make it just in time. The Hex is onto Fear, the bashes as well. Scandal jumps forward. Empire will find themselves a 4th. And 23-8, game one here, it is just not working out for EG.
Yeah, there's just nothing EG can do when the fights, when Empire initiate this way, they take out the Invoker right away. Without that Invoker, there's no way EG can actually fight. They need to have Sumail be in the backlines. They want them to initiate, I think, onto AUI, because he is the tankiest one. And then they want to position themselves so that they're not cut off by the Chronosphere. And they need to be careful with the Magnus, because they know he's going to come in with that RP. Potentially even have fear. Just recognize that the Magnus is going to blink in and preemptively, or just be very ready with that Boulder Smash or the Silence onto the Magnus. But that is a very, very hard thing to pull off. And you kind of need to have the vision for that to happen too.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to get some kind of a jump onto Empire, because each and every time it's Empire jumping onto them. And they just don't have a chance to turn around a fight when Empire are the ones kicking it off. Especially with this BKB now done on Scandal. The next fight's going to get even harder. Ether Lens finished on King R's Lion. So the burst is certainly going to be there. Spell shield or no spell shield. They've got to be careful, EG. They can't afford to take these fights. As we've said, the track gold, it's going to add up, and we can see that indeed on the net worth. We're 24 minutes in, it's reaching a 20k gold lead for the side of Empire. This is getting very, very scary for EG.
Empire are playing really high-level Dota here. It's great to see Empire play like this. I thought that they were gonna take some more time to find their way after this new patch, but they've come into their own playstyle really, really fast. Just after a few losses, they figured out, okay, this is what we want to do. That safe lane, Nature's Prophet, working off for them very well. The Faceless Void off lane, we've seen it now twice against the Na'Vi, and it's working wonders again.
And Empire, they're ready to continue this. Smoking up. Let's see where they're going to go. EG as well, they've smoked up. We might see a clash. They've actually got eyes onto Aoi here. Maposhka with the invis, and that's going to allow them to lay down the Orchid onto Aoi. The stun's actually going to miss him for the line, but the Hex will fall through. Can they finish him off with the finger? That should be enough to take him down. Aoi blinks down. He's actually going to survive. Oh, Scanner with the BKB, the RP onto Sumail. Bulba as well. The skewer through. They'll drop the Death on Silence. And oh, the Battle Void. They've always been dropped as well. This could be the turnaround for EG. They've taken down 3. Ramses and King are the only ones surviving. Ramses on the retreat. They may even be able to chase him down as well. Aoi, he's got to blink again in a second, and this is the fight that EG were looking for, bringing themselves back into the game. Fear with a triple kill, and this time it's Empire biting off more than they could chew, and that fight went absolutely perfectly for EG.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is what EG need to do. They need to have that anti-mage. He was the one, he was caught out alone, and the EG squad, they were smoked up right behind him. They get Tornado EMP off. The Chronosphere came out really quickly from Afterlife, but the problem was that he caught the Magnus in it. The Magnus was BKB'd, so he wasted most of his BKB while in that Chronosphere. Then later on he gets a Chronosphere, but I mean an RP onto some of the Evil Genius's heroes, but there's no follow-up because they're chasing AY, who escapes with, I think it was 200 health or something.
Yeah, literally.
And then they turn around the fight with
him.
Fear and the Vacuum Wall from Volba. And this is EG. This is the EG that we've seen so many times. They do it time and time again. Now AUI all of a sudden with the Aegis level 15, he has a Yasha, he's getting closer to that Manta style. Midas on Fear all of a sudden,
he just put a
level
Midas
11. And Sumail, he's now level 14 with the Midas.
PPD though. Goodbye.
Oh, it's just Peter.
It's
just Peter.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's alright.
Sumail, he's getting what he wants now, closing in on that Aghanims. So he's going to be able to do a lot in these fights.
Yeah, Sumail's certainly starting to step it up. I mean, you said it yourself in the lane stage, you know, even if he has a bad start, this man's going to be the kind of guy that just keeps his cool, brings it back up, and he's slowly starting to get himself back up there in the high figures in terms of net worth. I think, though, definitely still after that fight, though, you've got to look at Empire, say, yeah, they're still in a very, very strong position, but that position has been compromised. And another fight like that, they can't afford to do that. You know, if they lose another 4 heroes and don't get anything in return, suddenly we're going to be neck on neck, and possibly EG even in the driver's seat. When you look at just the heroes like Aoi, if he survives for another fight, picks up another big item, suddenly this man's going to be a huge issue for the side of Empire to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can see Empire, they're definitely still in the driver's seat. Yeah. They are 10k gold ahead. They are at least 1 or 2 items ahead on their course. But playing against an anti-mage, you don't want to give them much. And also the Darkseer, just the team fight from EG, even though they have this Chronosphere and the RP, they don't actually have that much AoE to go with it. Yes, they have the Empower on the Faceless Void, so he does have some AoE damage, but it's hard to catch multiple heroes on top of each other in a Chronosphere. So that is quite unlikely that he's actually going to be dealing a lot of free damage onto those heroes. So they need to be really careful, Empire, because they're playing against a lineup that if Empire are not ahead in this game, in gold, then they are behind.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I'm looking at the Void as well now. 3.4k gold. He's yet to really start to build into anything after the Manta stuff. I mean, do you think it is just going to be the Diffusal, or at this point are you starting to contemplate other items because of the way that the game is going? Ah, okay, there's your answer.
Yeah,
still just goes for Diffusal. I mean, as you said before, this was the kind of build that you did want to see Afterlife go in this game.
Yeah, he's already level 16, and it's also with the recent change to the Diffusal. So melee heroes, they have 40 mana burn, I think this.
Yeah, it's got better on the actual hero itself.
And it's
a
actually
little weaker on the illusions, but
it's 40 damage from 40 mana burn from everyone, but it's just the illusions, they burn 20 mana as well. So these Mantas, he's gonna be burning a lot of mana in these fights. If he gets a Chronosphere on the Anti-Mage or one of the other low mana targets, it's most likely gonna be on the Anti-Mage, potentially the Earth Spirit. He could just burn all of their mana and then they're rendered useless, more or less. AOI, finally he's gonna get that Manta style flying out to him right now though.
That's big as well. We saw Ramses pretty much there with the help of Miposhka set up 2 attempts onto Ari's life on the top lane. They did get it, and of course at the bottom lane, when we saw that big fight, the turnaround for EG, that was when they were unable to find it. But now, of course, that old kid going to be make it a lot harder really for them to catch out Ari on his Manta style. It's not going to be nearly as effective as it was in the last kind of 10 minutes of this game that Ramses did have that at his disposal. Ramses himself, 3k gold. We'll see what he decides to opt for next. I mean, now that that has been picked up, do you just have to go straight for the Hex here on Ramses, or is there anything else that you want to be getting on this highly farmed Nature's Prophet, sitting at 16,500 net worth at the moment?
I would like to see him go for some more damage,
okay,
so that he can just attack those heroes. It could be an AC, it could just be some more raw damage in the form of a Daedalus, a Mjolnir, it could be MTP, something along those lines. Just the damage, because if he goes for more of these items that give him more mana, I feel like he just might end up killing himself when he uses up too much mana. Becoming a target for that mana void is quite scary, and they also are going to need to have that physical damage now. Then the Anti-Mage with his Vanguard, with his Manta style, he's going to get a bit more HP. See King R here, he's hiding. And Empire like doing this. I mean, we can see both Miposhka and King R, they're just hiding it two places on the map. Just waiting for the right opportunity.
It's going to be interesting to see if they actually are able to set anything off with this. EG at the moment just keeping themselves fully grouped up. Fear has now got a Veil done, and I mean, just looking at EG's lineup, Veil is going to do so much in these team fights. Suddenly Sumail's combo is going to hit even harder. Ag's now done a 1400 on top of that on the Invoker. And now he's actually found Miposhka here. Oh, actually holding on to the Mana Void there.
Yeah, did it get cancelled? I mean, did he TP out right in time, or?
It looked like he had a chance here because he got a few punches in first. I think just holding it off there in the end. A bit of a weird one, but nonetheless, Miposhka gets himself out. And DG, they're very much sticking together as a pack. We've seen how strong that they can come out in terms of the team fights when they do so. They don't want to be picked off solo, and Empire, they're going to see what they can find though. Miposhka, Scandal, Afterlife and King are ready with the movement. Of course, Ramses ready to jump in and assist them at any time if necessary. And we'll see what they can get. Roshan, of course, still not up for quite a while. Quite a few minutes left until we'll see how long the time is going to be. And King Art, he's going to lead in. One on the moment on this bottom lane is Owie. Owie will pop out the Manta Star. This could be a nice opening for Empire because they'll see the illusions. Now Afterlife's going to lead forward. Looking for the opening on the Chronosphere. He's going to jump in. Is he going to drop it? He's actually holding off the timing. Now dropping it. Oh, King R actually blinking in there. They've got to hope that there's some other kind of disable. BKB from Scandal jumps in, catches on the backline. Sumail and Owie. The Earth Spike to follow through. But now following in, the wall dropped in the middle of this fight. Ramses popping the BKB Scandal as well. They'll take down the Anti-Mage. Bulba trying to run himself away. Will get the blink off. PPD with the cask holding Afterlife back. So it looks like it will just be the Anti-Mage down. But nonetheless, I mean, Empire will be fine with that. Wall was dropped from EG, Death Ward as well, Magnetize used in that whole fight. They lose nothing. They do have to commit themselves a lot of ultimates, but they find that massive kill on the Anti-Mage.
That was a sick RP, actually. The Aegis had just been reclaimed just recently, and then the Void, he gets the Chronosphere off AOI, doesn't have Manta. The anti-mage gets out of the chronosphere, blinks forward. Scandal anticipates this, blinks to the exact same spot, RPs in, skewers him back, and they get the kill on AUI.
Let's see if they can get the ranks as well. 30 seconds without 15,000 worth of potential from your lineup that EG's going to be missing with Barry on the sidelines. Empire can do a good job of trying to get a tier 3, maybe more. Oh, the force dart coming through, getting Smail back out of this one. The Orchid, the stun onto 2 front line. He's going to go down. They found the Invoker, and now the Diffusal Blade down onto Bolt, but the bashes through as well. Afterlife's going to find themselves another. A PPD comes in. He's been RTZ'd, an ode back to a time where his team was a little bit different. There's buybacks from 2 of them. Afterlife with the double kill. They don't find the racks. These buybacks will force Empire to back up, but again, Empire are going to be very, very happy with the way that this game is going after a little bit of a hiccup in the mid-game stage where they did lose that huge team fight, but now just regaining all the strength that they ever lost.
Yeah, Scandal is really, really making great use of the start he got.
There we go, jumping in again. Afterlife, he does have a Chronosphere available. Nice tornado ball. Oh, Scandal jumps in, RP onto 2, into the follow Chronosphere. Here we go. The stump from line containing them. They'll find Invoker. That's a dieback on Samael. Aui's down for 70 seconds. Fear jumping in, trying to do what he can. He rolls away, but the right clicks will follow him. Won't quite go down for the time being. He's trying to TP, but they've found Paul, but they will finish off Fear as well. And GG Empire, what a performance.
Jesus. Scandal, what a player.
This Magnus.
He gets off to that start, thanks a lot to his team, but he turns that game into, I mean, just this performance from Magnus, that was insane. Those RPs, he anticipated every single move EG was gonna make. The skewers onto Sumail multiple times and onto others, and those RPs, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Those late games fight, I think it won every single fight for them. The fact that he was getting his RPs, he was catching out Sumail +1 every single time. And as you were saying in the mid-game, just Empire showing us that these guys work perfectly as a team, and they're crushing someone like EG, that going into this, people may have felt that EG did have the stronger players. They've got TI winners in their lineup, but suddenly Empire just turn up and show us the fact that they have had this roster